to block them have failed. So in some instances, it's issues that, I guess the best way I can say it, if you've ever read a foreign manufacturer's manual, their means of English and ours is sometimes doesn't mean the same. And I know, like Tadano, I've rewritten 2 of their manuals to put it into better what the U.S. version or our understanding of what they're trying to say is really occurring.
Interesting. Well, it sounds like they're, I mean, and just from my perspective, were those cranes or those accidents in the U.S. or in the Western Hemisphere, or where were they?
U.S.
No kidding. Wow.
Yep.
Interesting. Well, another question came in, Jim. It looks like this might be one of the last ones. Are you finding that operational aids are becoming more of a necessity to safe operation of the more sophisticated computer-controlled machines?
Well, if kind of damned if you do and damned if you don't. I have a real problem, for instance, with the new OSHA standard that allows an operator to pick up a load if he doesn't know how much it weighs, and he picked up and he's allowed to apply a load up to 75% of his chart to see if he can pick it up. Well, and you know, my rule has always been, if you don't know how much it weighs, you do not pick that thing up until you find out what it is. But this is, I think, is just opening the door for operators to start doing that small lack of attention, and before you know it, you overload the boom, and the boom comes crashing down. It still, we're running into people not using operational aids like I believe they could. They are aids. And like the standard says, they do not replace your judgment, good judgment, and common sense. And you need to approach these lifts just like you were taught and not keep relying on all the operational aids. They're great tools, but that's what they are, is tools. They're not doing the work for you.
Good point. Very good point. Well, let me, I'll wrap this up here with 2 thoughts from our attendees. And the first one, just a clarification, are crane accidents that occurred in connection to land rigs, oil and gas rigs, which area are they under, Jim?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Which area, like, are crane accidents related to upstream operations, I guess, oil and gas rigs? Which area of the report are they